going on, Jerome's? Major news dropping today. It's almost like it was his birthday month, and the Vikings are back at TCO Performance Center Bar and Grill for a mandatory minicamp. And it's almost like they're waiting to find the perfect moment to give JJ his full month to celebrate. Almost. But a 4-year, $140 million deal with $110 million guaranteed. But of course, with everything, the devil is in the details. So full contract details are out. Our friends over at Spot Rack always do a phenomenal job breaking these things down. So we want to go through a couple of the points. First off, so $88.743 million guaranteed at signing, $110 million is injury guaranteed. So I mean, basically, it's the Vikings would only have to guarantee $88.743 if they cut him after 1 year, which seems unlikely. $36.938 million signing bonus, and that those cap hits are prorated 7.3876. Over 5 seasons, and his 2024 fifth-year option, which was at $19.743 million, which was also his cap hit for this year, is replaced with a league minimum salary of $1.125 million. So his cap hit is reduced from 19.743 to 8.5126. So a cap savings of 11.2 million, which puts the Vikings at around 27.49 million for salary cap this year. We'll talk about the future cap hits in a second. $250,000 workout bonus for the upcoming off seasons, and that's the highest on the team. And basically, a player has to attend about 90% of the OTAs, the voluntary portion of OTAs, for him to get that workout bonus. So $250,000 every single year going forward for JJ to show up at OTAs. And also, I mean, he's probably going to be here for mandatory minicamp now. Per game bonuses, 510,000, totaling up to 510,000 in 2025, 2026, 2027. Now, what's interesting is that the Vikings had the cap space next year to really front load this thing if they wanted to get ahead of the potential cap hits of paying for Darrisaw and potentially Cam Beasley, and then down the line you're looking at Ivan Pace Jr. and Addison and McCarthy and Turner, but they didn't front load the deal. JJ has a $15.3 million cap in 2025, and then 39.1 and 43.4 in 2026 and 2027, respectively. Now, once you get to that point, that's when JJ becomes a restructure candidate or an extension candidate to reduce that number a little bit. That's why they're pushing things down the line. And also, the fact that the guarantees, like, they're pretty heavy guarantees, and he does have guaranteed money through the first 3 years of the true part of the extension. $14.257 million of his 2027 salary guarantees on the third day of the new league year, March 2026, which it's weird to be talking that far in the future. But it's injury guaranteed for now, but it is a practical guarantee. And also 2028 is the first year without guaranteed money. So, I mean, this is precedent. Like, Jefferson's obviously different. I mean, most extensions, you look at Hawkinson's, you look at various extensions throughout the years under the Wilf ownership. It's a 4-year extension, but really it's a 1-year deal. Right? But this is a 4-year deal, which for all intents and purposes is basically a 3-year deal. Right? This is not a Tyreek Hill fluffing things up with numbers on the back end sort of contract. This is a true, legitimate tier 1, top of the market contract, and it's something that JJ deserved. And I'm glad that the Vikings came to their senses and got this thing done. It's almost like it was planned all along. In terms of cap hits going forward, $27.49 million this year, and 2025, like we said, they could have front loaded this deal and really rode things out. But also, I mean, 2026 is looking pretty good too. But $15.3 million for JJ in 2025 reduces the Vikings cap space to 63.75. Now, this does not include rollover cap. So, say the Vikings, I mean, there isn't really much that they can do right now. Like, they're not going to sign significant free agents, as well as any extension of Darrisaw could actually alleviate some of the cap space. But they could roll that over into 2025, and then also they could roll 2025's number over to 2026. But what it tells me is that the Vikings, they're planning to go big game hunting next year and be major players in free agency. Creed Humphrey, one time, man. All right. But either way, like, JJ got paid, and like we said, the devil is always in the details. I mean, there's a lot of NFL contracts that aren't worth the paper they're printed on, but this is a legit This is an absolutely legit, nearly fully guaranteed deal that JJ earned and deserved every single penny. And the Vikings, they got their talisman. They got their face of their franchise locked in through 2028, and everyone's happy. I mean, the Vikings budgeted, they could afford it, and they took care of their guy, and Jefferson is fired up and ready to go, man. It's great to see. But your thoughts are thoughts. Full details of the Justin friggin' Jefferson record-breaking contract extension. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.